Considering Udutu, I have really enjoyed using it. I have thought of many ways that I can use it within my classroom. But first off, if my district would allow us to use Udutu, if they would buy us the program, I think that it would bring a lot of success to our lessons if we could share our libraries, especially. It would be like a mini RLO, reusable learning object, because we would be able to use each other's PowerPoints, we would be able to use each other's mini video lessons, all the assets that they use within each lesson. We could also use each other's lessons in the entirety. And I feel that those teachers who are really good at teaching certain things would be able to give those lessons to those teachers who are struggling, therefore making the school district as a whole as good as their best teachers. And I think that that would be a very powerful tool to have within a school district. Furthering with that, I would love to use Udutu within my classroom to teach art history like I have now. In this YouTube lesson to teach vocabulary. Finally, within my thesis, I would really like to use Udutu to bring more data in. I have been collecting data from observation, and I have no hard proven facts, but I feel that through YouTube I could assess my lessons being taught via iMovie and my lessons being taught via live Mrs. B. And see, are they getting the concepts equally as well? Are they getting the concepts better one way or the other? It would help me a lot, is because my thesis project is primarily helping me with behavior. It's keeping my students focused. It's keeping me from having to transition. It is keeping me in two places at one time. I'm teaching, yet I'm in the back of the room assessing behavior. It's helping me manage my classroom. Is it helping my students? It's helping them pay attention, yes. Is it helping them learn? I don't know. Are they learning just as well, therefore it's just as good as me teaching up front live on stage? I don't know. I should assess that and see, and I should add that into my data with my thesis. Finally, my Udutu project that I have done for this class was on ancient art history, and I started with the cave paintings in Lascaux in France. And because I am going to be assessing K through 3rd grade, probably 3rd grade at this point, I kept it as simple, linear, and to the point as I possibly could, because I don't want them to get frustrated, especially with their first online assessment or computer assessment. I don't want them to feel that they don't understand or that it is very difficult. So what I did was I had 2 pages, one that showed the location and then one that gave some facts that are numbered, and I just then went on to assessment from there and assessed them on the knowledge I just gave them to see if they even carried it that far, if they even got it in there. Then I went on to pictographs, gave the location, some facts, and assessed again. Very easy. Went on to Stonehenge and gave them facts about that, a little bit more, and assessed not only on Stonehenge, but I went on to assess their memory of Lascaux cave paintings. So that mixed it up a little bit on them. Following that, we went on to ancient Egypt, and they had 2 slides. The first one was the pyramids, gave them facts and times of that, and then King Tut's burial mask, and gave them reasons why, times, dates, and when, or times, dates, and where, and assessed them on their knowledge of ancient Egypt. following that there was 3 final quizzes, which were the actual quizzes that mixed everything up to ensure that the most important things of how they were built or made, when they were built and made, and where they were built and made, and see if they could get the linear timeline, which was made first, second, third, and fourth, and fifth. Or fourth. Because my students need to realize that there is a linear timeline to art. Art is just not art for art's sake. Art has a history, and I really need my students to know that. At the end, there are 4 websites they can go to after they have passed the 3 final quizzes. If they don't pass those, they have to go back to the beginning, just as they would if they did not pass any of the mini quizzes at the beginning. And the 3 final ones they also have to pass before they can be finished and look at the websites that I put on there. The first one was a virtual tour of Lascaux that was really wonderful, and the last 3 were museum websites of ancient Egypt, which spanned a long period of time, and I wanted them to realize there was much more to ancient Egypt.